Alright, so there's been a lot of theories of the world. There was theories that of Y2K is one of the more famous ones, that the world would end on 2000. I think there was a theory that the world was going to end in 1984. The world was going to end in the 1930s European Depression. The world was going to end in the 1900s. The world was going to end in the 1800s. The world was going to end in the 1700s. The world was going to end during Jesus' time. Noah and the Ark would be the end of the world. So this goes back and back and back and back. It's not like this is a brand new theme. It's a theme that's been around since humankind has existed practically. So I'm probably just gonna try to explain why it's bullcrap. So practically the main story here, I'm not gonna go too in depth. Didn't feel like it, and I don't want to do a whole bunch of research just for one video. Pretty much the theory here is the Mayans, I believe they're in... What, not Indians? Mayans. What are they again? Well, in their own time, usually 1500s is when people like the Mayans and Aztecs hailed. Pretty much, they originated in the lower Americas. So, Mayans kind of... They made this calendar of the world, and it kept going and going and going. And it went all the way to 2012, and on December 21st, 2012, the calendar ends. There's also a lot of theories. One was, oh, something happened and they couldn't finish the calendar. Or there's more of the calendar and it's missing. Or the calendar keeps going into 2050, but they can't find it. I've heard so many theories about this stupid-ass calendar, and it's just, really. Again, there's been numerous theories that the world was just practically going to end. Y2K. Again, that's another one I can think of. And just the world's going to end. Really, people? One thing I will say is that they claim that the Mayans are actually... Their date and time is actually more accurate than Americans. So maybe we can go say, hey, maybe Mayans maybe had a different philosophy on days. Maybe days were longer. Maybe years were longer. Maybe months were longer. I don't know. But they say that on December 21st, 2012, the world's going to end. And I say, bullcrap. Pretty much, if the world was going to end on December 21st, 2012, it wouldn't be just a random happening. It wouldn't be just some odd coming. Something unexpected. It would have to be literally the only way I can think of, and this would be human influenced, if there was a nuclear war, World War III, it would have to be something in that category for the world to end on December 21st, 2012. It wouldn't just be a random coming. That's a 1 in a million chance, literally, if odd comings were likely. And also, the weirdest thing I think of is when people say, oh, the world's going to end on December 21st, 2012. Well, what's going to happen? Is the sun going to hit us? Science says that the sun won't come near the Earth for another 1,000, almost 10,000 years, is what science says. Also, is the world going to implode? Well, it would have imploded by now if it was going to, because magma is only so hot, and we can only originate so fast that if the world was going to implode, we would literally have to stick around for more hundreds of years. Also, here's the funnest part. Religious people say demons are going to come out of the ground and take us underground, or fucking spirit monsters are gonna heat up and kill us and eat our hearts if we're dirty, and God will save us if we're good souls. Really. I'm not an atheist. I'm a neutralist. I believe there's a God, but come on, when you're gonna say, oh, God's gonna save us, and he's only going to save the good people, and all this, and all this. I believe God saves good people by actually fucking killing them off and getting them out of this hellacious world, is what I see. Because the world's not a good place at all. This is the boundary line between hell and heaven. And if this isn't hell, then I can only imagine what hell is. You know what I mean? So, I mean, just... I love Dr. Pepper, by the way. You just gotta, you gotta be more logical than this. You can't just hear December 21st, 2012, end of the world, and say, end of the world? Or, nah, You gotta think about it. What's logical about what's not logical about it. I'm just saying that to say that demons are going to come out of the ground and kill us on December 21st, 2012. Or that, oh, we're going to fucking burn. Or the sun's going to hit the earth. Science is something I believe more than comings and religions and shit. Science is powerful. Religion is more of a myth. So the reason I say the sun isn't going to hit us anytime soon, or the world isn't going to implode anytime soon, simply science is what I'm going to go with. Science is usually very accurate, so you know what? I'm going to believe it. Now, science can't really say anything about demons and stuff, but again, just to say that demons are going to come out of the ground and kill us, or random monsters are going to eat our souls if we're dirty, and God's going to save us if we're clean. It's just, be a little bit realistic. Just, And there's a lot of bad people in the world, so there'd be a lot of people dying, and the demons don't know who's clean and who's good. Neither, I'm not sure, well, God probably does if there's God, the God, because he knows everything, but, I don't know. It's stupid to me. This is something that's definitely non-new. People are going to say, oh, the world's going to end, the world's going to end, the world's going to end. If it's going to end, I'm not going to say it happened by now, because the world will end one day. That's common sense. It's not going to go on forever and ever. It could go on for a very, 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 very long time. But to say the world's going to go on forever, especially Mother Earth, is kind of, no. It's absolutely mythical. Because, I mean, nothing lasts for eternity, I guess you could say. But again, just to go off Mayans, people who didn't really have advanced technology like ours back in the 1500s, 1400s, whenever they were. For my researches in class, high school, of course, I believe the calendar was developed in the 1500s, and that's when the Mayans and Aztecs, that's when we started to learn about them, because that's when Christopher Columbus came to the Americas and all that stupid shit. Whatever. To me, they're a bunch of random-ass people that made a fucking calendar, probably didn't finish it. Just to sit here and say, oh, they're Mayans? They're right. It's just absolutely stupid. You can't believe everything you hear. It's like the internet. You just can't believe everything you hear. So to sit here and say, oh, Mayans are right. Mayans know best. It's just stupid. So you know what? Whatever. The world's not going to end this year, guys. Sorry if you're disappointed, but it's not. I would say if I was wrong, I would come on here and, say, okay, I'm wrong, and then shut the video off. But you know what? If demons are after me, making a video is probably going to be the last thing on my mind. So whatever. You can subscribe up above, like this video, comment below, check out my other videos, check out my channel. You can check out my other channel, the Wrestling and Anime 11, where I talk about wrestling and anime, of course, and also with my co-host. Enjoy the year, guys. Not going to end.